Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to do a MIDI setup in Logic. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get up Logic. It may take some time. Okay. So we're gonna start a new track because there's already stuff on here. So just go File, New. Just close this. I'm gonna start an empty project. We want one audio track. And we also want an external MIDI track, okay? It don't matter what instrument it is, just as long as you've got an external MIDI. Right, so first thing we're going to do is plug in the audio interface. We're using the Lexicon for this, and to get it started we're going to use a USB cable, and this is going to be a bi-directional connection, sending information to Logic, and Logic's going to be sending information back down through the audio interface. So just plug the USB into the back of the Apple, like so. Okay, and we know the Lexicon's on because we've got that blue light. That means it's on. Nice. Now we plug the MIDI keyboard in, and we're going to be using another USB cable for this. Oh. Now this is just going into the back of the Apple, as did the audio interface. Just put that in there, and then put that into there. Okay. Right, now if we want to check that Logic's picking up the MIDI keyboard, just press some notes, do a few chords, and you can see Logic is picking up MIDI information. See, that's what the USB is doing, it's just sending MIDI information to Logic. All is good. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated here. We're using the fatty synth for this part. We need to actually turn it on, like so. All the lights are on, you know it's on. Now we're going to connect this MIDI keyboard to the fatty synth using a MIDI cable. Okay? So, we're going to plug this side of the MIDI cable into computer MIDI out, like so. And we're going to plug this one into MIDI in, like so. Now this is just sending MIDI information from the MIDI keyboard to the fatty synth, so we can hook it up to Logic and get things sorted. Now we need to connect the fatty synth to the Lexicon. To do this, we're going to use a jack cable. This just is specifically used for audio information. So we plug it into audio out, because we're sending audio information out to the Lexicon. And then we plug this end of the jack cable into line 1. Like so. Right, now we make sure that Logic has recognised the audio input by going into the inspector. We see we've got a stereo out, we haven't got an input yet, so let's just input 1. Okay. Right. Now we need to connect the Lexicon to the speakers. Just like so. Now we've only got one speaker, so we can't have a full panoramic situation, so we're just going to use the right channel. So we plug this one into here. Oh, first thing, need to turn on the speaker, that might help. Plug it into there, and then we plug the right channel jack cable into line out R. That's just the right side, okay? Right, now everything's plugged in now, we just need to actually do things on Logic. So first, we need to draw in some MIDI information, just some notes, just don't matter what it is, just there we go. Sure that'll sound lovely. And then we just need to loop it out, like so. Now we record arm. Just gotta save it first before we can record arm. Yeah. So that's record armed, and now we press R. Actually sounds pretty decent, and that is how you set up MIDI in Logic. You can stop it now.